A cold, wet Sunday afternoon in Montreal. The Hill on McGill sees the Alouettes playing their final home game of 2018 and their second last of the season. It's the rematch, the rubber match against the Toronto Argonauts, who beat the Owls with a last-minute TD drive last week.
To throw that ball at the end.
Gain of 5 by Pittman. Williams Stanback had a pretty big day last week at BMO. Mantel throwing and first down. Wide open receiver there, Eugene Lewis. And that snap bobbled, but it is put down by Matthew Schultz in time. First down. Taking that handoff to Burns. Nicely done by Franklin, who takes off around the left side.
Has put him in a better frame of mind here late in the season to take over the offense.
The Montreal 46. And that one completed to Levi Noel. And that is Drew Brown coming on for the field goal. He is 7 for 7 now in his young CFL career and just his third game as an Argo in the Canadian Football League this season. Lawrence Pittman this time. He's got a lot of ground to cover. A lot of injuries too. That's been the story of the Argos in 2018. Lots of taking that handoff, and then Manziel dumps it off to Stanback. Turns the corner, first down and more. Williams Stanback down the sideline, trips up as he heads into the end zone for an Alouettes touchdown.
It's time off play action to Pittman after the big run. It's Stanback in the flat. You see that speed we talked about down the sidelines for the major.
Yeah, Halloween's coming. Just a few days away now. Johnny Manziel after a touchdown drive, starting at midfield, and Eugene Lewis bounces off a tackle, and he's in business. Lewis. Boris Beatty will stand back and attempt a 33-yard kick with Matthew Schultz holding, and right through the uprights is Beatty. A game of two former NFL head coaches in Trestman and Sherman. Levi Noel. As Mark Trestman sends the short yardage team in. Another version of the power I. You got four stacked there, all spreading out with Franklin getting set what he does so well. Short yardage quarterback, and gets a lot more than short yardage as the student body just keeps moving down the field, going against each other with Mitchell getting hurt earlier this year. Former Argo. It is blocked. Drew Brown's kick is blocked, and the Alouettes have it. And it's John Bowman with that ball. Momentum is clearly swung the Alouettes' way. Regardless, up at their 49 for Manziel and the Owls. Off that block field goal. Out to Eugene Lewis, who throws it for a touchdown to George Johnson. As the Alouettes open up the bag of tricks and a 61-yard TD. Courtesy the arms of Manziel and then Lewis. Getting released and going back to the Ticats. Completed pass, Manziel, first catch of the day. Ernest Jackson across midfield, first down Montreal. And he won 2 of his starts, 2 of Montreal's 3 wins with Pipkin. Their starting QB, Manziel, yet to win. As a starting quarterback, he's on the move again. So Boris Beatty to put 3 more on the board for the Alouettes from short range. Indeed, he does. And Antonio Pipkin's in at quarterback for the Owls. So not sure what the story is there. Lawrence Pittman taking that. So right now they're getting another look at Pipkin, who's had a few starts. The Alouettes this season. Williams Stanback had a big first half. Another short one for Boris Beatty, who's been perfect on the day. Quite a turn of events for the Alouettes after the block by Woody Barron. So Levi Noel taking that pass, and a good gain here for the Argos. Big play Toronto across midfield and into Montreal territory. Dexter McCluster inside the 20, down near the 10. End zone or bust. Franklin looking end zone. Has a man, and it's a touchdown for Edwards. First major score for the Double Blue coming late in the third quarter. 5 very good years, great years as the head coach of the Alouettes, coming back into the CFL. again, and look who gets the sack. Career sack number 126 for the Alouette legend, John Bowman. Looking to set up the screen, but he can't. Standback's the nearest receiver there, but that heads into the turf. Beatty back in the third down and short, and punting it away with Ron Carter catching it right at the boundary.
In a couple of years, rose to becoming a starter.
And Franklin is taken down and coughs up the football, and look who has it.
Oh, how fitting.
Last game in Montreal in this brilliant career, and not only does John Bowman get a sack, John Bowman gets a touchdown. This is a nice way to go out. Pressure again after the touchdown, and the Argos starting off, and James Franklin doesn't go down. And talk about Bowman, there's another great veteran, one of the all-time great Alouette defenders in Chip Cox. Unveiling a new uniform, a new look next year is Montreal. And a nice catch by Ernest Jackson, using those hands inside the 30.
You know, I mean, some guys that weren't really replaced.
Standback does it again. Touchdown, Alouettes. Well, a lost season, but a winning day for the Montreal Alouettes, and at least some encouragement from what they've seen today.
Yeah, certainly for a team that's had to scratch and claw for everything, a very convincing win today.